the song. I love her. I love all her albums. And this morning, this song is chosen by our guest that we're putting the spotlight on, Emmanuel Boko. Any particular reason why you chose this song? I've got so many reasons why I love this song.
It just summarized my journey as a young man, and also the passion that I had. You know, that there was something so strong inside of me that sometimes I couldn't even explain it. So it's a very powerful song that all of us we can relate to.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very inspirational song. If you listen to the lyrics properly,
Yes,
it's one of those songs. Anyway, if you just tuned in, we're hanging out with Emmanuel Boko, who's the founding director of Boko Holdings Ltd and Boko Foundation. He actually started www.ebonokofoundation.co.za, where he was still at UNISA, actually, studying towards BCom degree in business management at the age of, wait for it, 19 years. And Boko Foundation is actually a social entrepreneurship organization which focuses on the book drive initiative. Over the years, the foundation was able to actually donate and distribute over 13,000 books actually to schools, right? NGOs, prisons, and community centers. I love your work. You've done. I mean, you and I somehow we always bump into each other.
Yes.
And it's not even us bumping into each. If we don't bump into each other physically, it's always via other people. And you were just mentioning, and I didn't know this.
Yeah.
There was actually a couple of months ago. There was two ladies online that asked me to buy tickets for them for an event that you had organized. And even today, I haven't even I haven't met the ladies. I haven't spoken to them. But for me, I mean, they were so desperate, and they said, "We want to come to Joburg, Leonardo. We want to attend the seminar."
Yes.
And I bought them those tickets, and I haven't spoken to them. I actually didn't even know how the event was. What is that event all about? So
what we do as a foundation and Boko Holdings, we do business events across South Africa.
Sure.
So we've got an initiative called the Back to Kasi. So we do tours in different townships where we speak business with young people. So we've got an enterprise initiative that we do where we facilitate information, business opportunities, mentorship, and training. So we had one in Cosmos City. That's where we had Timing Gubeni, and so forth. So they came through, and it was such an exceptional event, even in the impact. So I remember, but I did tweet you that thank you so much, for sponsoring these young people to come and attend, and the feedback was just exceptional.
Listen, I meet a lot of young entrepreneurs, and that you can tell that they're actually so hungry and they really want to go out and make these things happen. And if I can assist, if we can assist, why not? Eh? It's just about your background, Emmanuel. I mean, you were raised by a single parent who was actually employed as a domestic worker. What values did this instill in you?
Just to work hard.
Sure.
Just to work hard, and also be the change that I want to see in my community, than to complain and blame my background and blame the government. So my mom, she just taught me that work hard, and I had to take full responsibility to be the man that I am today. So when I was 18 and 19, doing my first year at UNISA, I came with the book drive initiative, and to be honest, I was quite mocked a lot that why are you doing this? Just a waste of time, find better things to do. But I always say, to be the man that I am today, the book drive has launched me, has really opened so many doors, and also just to evolve, as a young man and embark on other business, interests. So it was the book drive. From the book drive, then we started the mentorship where we are able to assist, a couple of young people with bursaries. So we did adopt a couple of schools in townships, and that annually we give them bursaries. Then also we do our exports, but focus on enterprise development. So it was only the book drive initiative that really propelled me also to really work extremely hard and strive for excellency.
Before we get into more details about what you do, the org does and things like that, I want people to have an idea of how you were raised and your passion and also your drive. This is where your drive comes from when you talk about your mom being a domestic worker. Where does the drive come from?
What I can say, sometimes I always say that pain can position you or propel you,
can I give you a high five for that? Listen.
So for me, looking at my background, where I come from, pain really propelled me to work extremely hard, and also just to start to invest on myself as a young man. So every time when I speak to young people, I always emphasize the power of investing on yourself. So from a tender age, I had to invest on myself. I started to go to a lot of business events and just to build those networks. So my background definitely has such a great influence to work hard, but also not just to empower myself, but to start organizations that are also going to create employment for other young people.
Other people.
So I always emphasize about the human touch. So that's who I am. That's what I stand for. So my background indeed had such an exception.
At the age of 19, Emmanuel, I mean, I'm thinking about when I was 19, I was in tertiary actually.
Yeah.
How are you now managing, the foundation and the studies and everything else and being a teenager? Because at 19, you are still a teenager.
Yes.
There's probably a bit of peer pressure also that comes in there. How are you managing to juggle everything?
Something that I've learned on my journey is that not every person will embrace your journey, and also that it's okay to differ.
Yes.
So I was one of those young students, I was different amongst my peers. And people could not understand what I was doing, even at home. I mean, my mom could not see the bigger picture of my work. And obviously, being a domestic worker, earning 2.5, and there you are, you want to start your own business, your foundation. It doesn't make sense where in the first years you're not even making money at all.
Yes.
So I was it's different from my peers, and I've lost friends along the journey. Even at home, sometimes I remember they had to call family gathering or maybe even mentally hush up. Yeah, because I'm doing something out of the norm.
That's different.
They expect you to be a teacher,
I guess that's
doctor.
the disadvantage of thinking or being different. Thinking differently or being different or standing out.
Very
true. But it's also a good thing.
Yeah.
Also a good thing because it means that you can stand on your own.
Definitely.
And this is what I always preach to young women and gents actually. That, if you can stand alone, if you don't have an entourage, if you don't need an entourage, trust me, says so much about you as an individual. It means you're happy, you're content, and you know where you're going.
You don't seek any validation.
Great. Yeah, if you just tuned in, we are having a chat with Emmanuel Boko, who's a founding director of Boko Holdings Ltd and Boko Foundation. If you have any questions for him, tweet us #TheBreak.